Did you, how did you arrive? How
I
did
came
you?
by boat, and it took 10 days on an ocean liner. De Grote Bear, which means the Great Bear, was a Holland-American ocean liner. When I moved here, there were very few foreigners. You know, the immigrants that had come were established. They were third and fourth generation. German, Dutch, Swedish, some Norwegian. There was a token Italian family in town who was a dentist. You know, things like that. I mean, it was just very unusual to be an original immigrant. You know, my job started, I started this particular career at the beginning, kind of in the early stages of the new wave of immigrants. So I just kind of grew with it. My job grew with that. So in my work, I didn't have to make a lot of changes, but as a long-term resident of the community, I've certainly seen the changes. You know, seeing different faces, and I think, if anything, maybe I'm more tolerant because I'm an immigrant, because I had that personal experience, both as, you know, as a child and a student, and also with my parents and my siblings who have been through a variety of the same experiences as many of my students. So all of my relatives live in Holland. I have no relatives here, except my sister and brother, who are the only living relatives I have left here, but they're the only ones that live in the United States. All of my cousins and aunts, uncles, my grandparents, of course, stayed there. So they all live in Holland. So I have a huge heritage there, but I don't get to see them very much. So I also have a lot of in common with the immigrant students in that I have to adopt everything that is from my husband's heritage. It has nothing to do with me. And he grew up here in this town. So there's this wide disparity between our memories and our stories and all of those kinds of things and our sharing with friends. We commonly go out with friends on weekends that were people who also grew up in Worthington.